Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Boogey Percent Round 2 tournament, actually. We're seeing FlyntStoned versus Czikubi. And I am joined by Sarah. How's it going, Sarah?
Hello. It's pretty good. Oh, they're starting already. Nice.
They are, yeah. And this is going to be an exciting one. I'm looking at the predictions in chat. An overwhelming amount of people are voting for FlyntStoned here, which is surprising to me, to say the least.
Yeah.
Ubi definitely has.
Yeah, they've been getting really good times this tournament as well. Like second place seeding in the brackets. Lots of 106s and stuff. Looks okay to me, I think.
Sure.
Oh, it's a bit... Okay, yeah. I see it now.
I'm going to try to restart that stream feed real quick. Uh,
I can't see Flint right now, but the only thing to comment on now is whether they picked up the bats or not. There's been lots of debate over whether you're supposed to pick it up early or later on. There's like 3 different chances you get. Everybody likes to say one's better than the other. I'm pretty sure they're all the same, but it's just another left bus, right bus thing. Czikubi's going for the 3rd opportunity. I always like to go for it earlier in case I forget. Because Pokey gets annoyed with you if you forget to pick it up. Is that? That's 2 of Czikubi's stream, isn't it?
it
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now we've gotten to the end of the intro bit, almost. About four minutes of just walking and talking. Now we get to see some enemies, try and dodge them. See what we got. It's a pretty good first spawn plate for both of them. And Czikubi's through the bad part. And Flint is too. It's a really good mountain for both of them so far. That bit where you come up by between the cliff and the trees on the left is a real pain to get through, but both of them got through it pretty quickly. Not too difficult for the rest of the hill climb. So yeah, pretty close so far. Nobody taking any fights is the main thing, because they can be real slow.
I now realize why we.
Ah. It all looks fine now though, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's the last of it.
Okay, yeah, and we're seeing a good hill climb from both these runners. Honestly, most of the complications, at least in my experience, uh, well, my experience watching, I don't really come from the later, like the Frank fight, the Ant fight, Pond Cave, those sorts. This is pretty much what we expect to see.
Yeah, yeah. Flint lost a little bit of time just to some extra spawns. It's a bit unlucky, but you don't really lose too much time from that, as long as you don't take a death. The spiteful crows can actually kill you because they're very hard to hit and run away from. So there's really nothing you can do if you get into a fight with one and get unlucky. Bit of a slow Starman Jr. for Czikubi. Buzz not rolling very high. I think Flint's getting a bit better luck there. Oh, but it's still going to be a 3 cycle. And the completely unnecessary smash at the end. Overkilled by over 100 damage there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting a smash, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You want it early. You want it to be quick. But yeah, kind of a slow Starman Jr. fight for.
It was for both of them. It was, I think, about the same between them. Because both of them had Buzz roll really low on one of his attacks. You want 2 attacks for 100. Is ideal.
But given the similar time, Czikubi is just a little bit ahead. I'd probably say about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say about 10 seconds or so. Just because Flint had to despawn a few extra enemies.
but that doesn't mean a lot in Boogey Percent. There's lots of opportunities to make up time, and RNG, honestly, is going to be your biggest factor when you've got good fundamentals like both of these racers.
Yeah, and we've got a big RNG point coming up in the Frank fight.
And
that can very easily go south.
Absolutely. I have to ask Sarah, did you see Flint's first round?
The last race, I saw the first part of it.
Yeah, the end part was the most harrowing. We saw both racers take deaths to Flint, and then in order to have a fighting chance, FlyntStoned actually, determined as he was, grinded on flies for half an hour to raise his kids and defeat Boogey Town.
Yeah, I saw the result of the race, and I was very confused. I might go back and watch it later, actually, because when I saw it, Flint had just died to Captain Strong by doing 1 less damage than he needed to. Yeah. Wow. It was a win, yeah. Yeah, this category can definitely decide to do that. It's just always a little bit of a relief when it happens to both runners instead of just one.
Absolutely. And it just shows, like, never give up. Just keep trying your best in tournaments like this. Once you're out of the...
Yeah.
Because we are out of the Swiss tournament. Your times don't matter. The win matters.
And Czikubi's taken an early death there.
I am so surprised by that as well.
Yeah.
And going all the way back to the top of Onet, that's not going to be good.
The Yes Man Jr. is normally not that threatening, but if he does his hula hoop attack and hits multiple times, it can do a lot of damage. It's just that he normally misses you.
I think I have some more technical issues. If you could.
Oh.
I need to check to see if Czikubi is still streaming.
Got Flint going onto Frank here.
And it looks like Czikubi might have had some technical difficulties. Because he is not online currently. I'm gonna keep watching FlyntStoned.
Okay. FlyntStoned got through Frank. It was a fairly standard fight, just bashing and healing. No misses, but not too much. Apart from that, you just really want Ness to hit all of his attacks. It was a really good Frankenstein though. Didn't have to heal at all because of that big smash attack.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Looks like I need to drop, and I apologize everyone for the... It's not my fault on this one, but we'll get it going.
Isn't technology great?
It is. Pretty sure I'm watching 2 of Flint's.
Oh, Czikubi just took a death to Frank. I've just pulled his stream up. I only saw the end of it, but I saw him get hit for 27. That's what I mean when sometimes the game just does that, and against Frank, there's not much you can do if he just hits you for a lot twice in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're not playing it safe. And I feel like Czikubi at this point feels like he needs to catch up. And it's warranted, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially after an early death like that. But still, anything could happen. And especially when you get into the Jeff portions of the Boogey percent, it's anybody's game. Because the RNG in Pawn Cave is crazy and could ruin your run.
Yeah, a lot can happen between now and the end.
Yeah, meanwhile, while I was bloviating, Czikubi had an amazing stutter past a couple of enemies. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm always really bad at that. I always get caught by those enemies because I'm not expecting them. But yeah, there was some good dodges. Yeah. Going for... Okay, that's... like one more attack here. That's a pretty good Frank fight. Yeah, any fight with Frank that you get to get through without using any of your healing items is good. Yeah, and you can use the iframes from after the fight to run past the mouse. It won't even chase you for a few seconds. You can use that time to despawn it. Yeah, it's a good second fight with Frank. Yeah, I think he was just trying to run away from all of these mice at the moment. There's so many mice spawns. Yeah, that's really good. Especially with 3 enemies on the screen. That's really impressive. Yeah. Yeah, if you keep a mouse on the screen, it means the only thing that can spawn out of that spawn plate is attack slugs, which are much better for grinding. Oh, there it is. He's got one. I think he was trying to hook that mouse, but it was too low to get up into the right position. Oh, did Czikubi's skipped buying burgers? That's a bit of a risky strat to try and make up some time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's still got all 3 of the burgers from before Frank. He didn't have to use any in that fight, so he's got that, and then there's another guaranteed one at the top of Giant Step. So he's got 4. at least. Yeah. It depends how high he rolls on his rock-ins against Ant, really. Whether he needs to use his burgers in that fight. Because I don't think I'd want to go into the cops fight with less than 4. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the problem with it is if you run out of burgers, you have to start using life ups, and then you're dipping into the 20 pp that you need to double rocking on strong, and that's just a bad time. You have to bash it out, doing way less damage, giving him more turns as well. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, we need all the equipment at this point. Yeah, you could definitely do with some more, and we don't really have any other ways of dealing damage at the moment, so it's all we've got. Hello. Oh, it looks like Flint's done with his slow ground. He's going for the 6-pack here, which is normally the end of it if you go for that. Well, you stop grinding once you get rocking, but if you get an accidental 6-pack afterwards, yeah, definitely. Because the butterflies afterwards are nice and easy to respawn. Oh dear. Are you muted on stream?
I am apparently muted on stream.
Ah.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Oh no, I'm not muted. Maybe I wasn't pressing my push to talk hard enough.
Ah.
I hope most of my audio went through.
Hopefully. Flint's heading on to Ant already. This is a good pace from Flint.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
stuttering past those 3, that's... Yeah, I wouldn't go for that.
if you're Czikubi here, I have to imagine you're kind of disheartened. You know, 2 deaths, 1 against Frankie, you know. But he's still going for it. But Flint is doing an amazing job. And he's kind of playing it safe, which I think is a smart idea against someone who is as seasoned as Czikubi.
Yeah. Ooh, it's not great rock and rolls. We've got about 100 HP left to go, and Ant's already got his shield up, so that's not great for Flint. Czikubi's actually not that far behind. He's managed to catch up some time by skipping the burgers, as well as Flint having to despawn all those mice.
Yeah, hopefully that pays off, because a bad ant fight, like the one we're seeing on FlyntStoned side, it can mean the difference.
That turned around quickly. Nice smash for 77.
And an 82 rockin' on Czikubi's side. And 76 to follow up.
That's pretty good. So we've got about 80 left. 70 or 80. Oh, and magneting just as he was about to life up. It's always no fun. So he's having to actually use his burgers that he bought or found. Oh, 6 HP.
Ooh, that is cutting it as close as you want to see it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if he didn't hit that attack, he was most likely done. And that's a really big time loss.
I am extremely self-conscious now that no one could hear me the entire stream up until this point. I literally changed nothing, so I hope that my voice was coming through. Otherwise, you're gonna seem like, I don't know, a crazy person.
Oh. Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, like you were saying, this is neck and neck at this point.
Yeah.
And that is a testament to Czikubi's experience here. Because going burgerless and still clinching it, that just tells you how much they have played this game and played this format, you know, in the past. Because, like I said, you know, to catch up that far from 2 deaths, it's crazy. I couldn't do it myself.
No, me neither. And yeah, he had to have been counting the amount of damage he did against Ant. Like, he knew that last attack would kill if it hit.
Absolutely.
Because he could have healed there, but he chose to go for the bash instead.
Absolutely.
And it ended up paying off. Wonder if he's gonna buy burgers now, because I think he only has 2 or 3 heading into cops, which is a little bit iffy. No, he's going for it. Yeah, on the other hand, Flint's got tons of burgers left, like 6 or 7, so he can play this very safe. Yeah. Yeah, you have to hope that, well, what's been happening happens, where Czikubi gets very unlucky and takes deaths here and there and has to play it risky, and you just get to play it safe and don't die.
Oh, hold on a second. Did I miss something? Did Czikubi go buy burgers before cops?
Nope, he's going in with the 2 or 3 that he has.
I mean, not to armchair coach someone, but I think that's a bad idea in this situation.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. It's such a slow death if you die, because you have to go through the entire gauntlet again.
And he didn't save anywhere else. He's gonna start back on Northern Onet.
Yeah, at least the photo cutscene's gone. He already took care of that. Oof. That's not what you want to see.
Absolutely not. And that's a death from Czikubi.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think that was like cop 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah, but in vanilla, don't you have to start all the way over?
All the way from the beginning, yeah. At least he wasn't later than that. And I don't think he used any burgers, so he's still in the same position as when he first started it.
And getting the Paula on the rest, the Paula call on the rest, is just insult to injury.
It's just rubbing salt in the wounds, yeah.
Meanwhile, FlyntStoned is moving on. And he still has 3 or 4 burgers left.
Yeah. Plenty of PP as well. Only need 140 damage here, so just 66 left. Which is... that should be fine.
Losing the temper is what you want to see, and it's over.
Yeah. It was a perfect strong fight, basically. He took the safety heal when he got hit.
Let me
ended up not mattering, but it's a nice safety play.
absolutely. And I have to ask here, Sarah, if you're in Czikubi's shoes, what do you do here? How do you make up the time? You've already had 3 deaths.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you kind of have to pray a little bit. I mean, Peaceful Rest Valley and Winters are still coming up, so there's that, and that can go very wrong.
There's a lot of RNG there. Yeah. You have
Yeah.
to hope you have good RNG and your opponent doesn't.
Yeah. And he's not having a great time of it on the second go at the cops. That first one was not being very nice.
I don't want to curse this, and I don't think
Oh, another smash.
Czikubi is known for this, but this amount of bad luck, I myself might DNF.
Yeah, I probably would as well. But I mean, he can pull it back, and this is a single elimination tournament at this point. So if you think you've got even a tiny chance of winning, you may as well keep going.
I mean, we saw it with Flint's last match. His opponent,
yeah, that could happen again.
His opponent DNF'd, and he grinded for 30 minutes in a Boogey percent to raise his kids and win it.
Yeah,
That's the only reason he's here.
Yeah, over 2 hours for a win is... I've never even seen that for any run, but like a 2-hour win is pretty amazing. It's definitely goes to show that you should stick with it at this point, because you can't really afford to lose. If you lose, you're just eliminated, so you might as well.
Meanwhile, Czikubi
is onto strong.
Yep,
now.
he's on to strong now, and it's looking good for him. He's at max HP.
Yeah, only 10 PP though, so he's gonna have to do a lot of bashing this time. I'm not sure if he's even gonna use rock in here. Starting out with bashes. Might do about 60 HP in bashes.
3 on guards.
He...
1 lost temper. 2 lost tempers.
Wow.
3 lost tempers. 4 lost tempers. This is what you want to see, and an on guard. It didn't work though. He's done. That was the luckiest Captain Strong I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been playing this game since I was 10.
What just happened? Captain Strong just didn't feel like fighting today.
I guess not. That was incredible to watch. Like,
yeah.
And you know what? Czikubi deserved it after the trouble he's had.
I mean, it seems like in these races, when somebody's very behind, sometimes the game just decides to go easy on them a bit. Like it knows.
I'm honestly still in shock.
Yeah, how did that happen? I mean, he really needed it to go like that as well, because he had no PP left, almost. If he was getting hit for a lot, he would have had to life up instead of going for the rock-in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, FlyntStoned already viewing the pencil eraser, going back to Apple Kid.
Yeah, it's been a pretty smooth PRV for him so far.
Yeah.
The first trip.
A good, probably minute and a half ahead. Would you agree?
Maybe
closer to a minute.
Well, Czikubi has to go talk to Apple Kid, walk up and then back, and that's where FlyntStoned is. So yeah, maybe a minute and a half, depending on RNG, because there can be a lot of spawns in that cave.
Meanwhile, seeing that good cat on the roof of Polestar Preschool.
Yeah. Yeah, Flint oddly having a lot of spawns in Tucson instead of the valley. Having to dodge cops and hippies. Yeah, this is still very close. Czikubi managed to make up a lot of time with that fight.
Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about with when it comes to Boogey percent. Like, you can have all the luck in the world, Nat, and you could get absolutely messed up. Rest Valley, in Pond Cave, especially the Jeff section.
Yeah. Oh, I actually saw FlyntStoned didn't buy a skip sandwich. Normally that's kind of a safety strat that some people like to take. So that's one safety that he's not taking.
Did Czikubi?
He's not been there yet, so he might still go for it, but he might end up skipping it because he's a little bit behind. Although it doesn't take that long to buy one. It's only a few seconds, and it can end up saving quite a bit.
I guess we're gonna see.
Yeah. I like buying the skip sandwich there. Because it means that sometimes instead of walking around to despawn, you can just run past like a tree or something. They're quite easy to get past at that speed. Yeah, Flint's getting the PRV treatment right now. Whirling robos everywhere. I think that's only his first butterfly. You normally want to find 2 before you get to Happy Happy. Because we need a lot of rock-ins to get through the cultists. Oh, he's skipping that one, so apparently he got one earlier. This is really good pace for FlyntStoned. The 38 minutes out of PRV is really good.
Absolutely. He has to be happy about that one.
Yeah. We'll buy some croissants as well. Just the one. I normally prefer to steal food. Unfortunately, buying that actually put him below 200, so he's going to have to take another ATM trip to revive Paula.
Is it not 150 in Tucson?
It's 100. So you need 200 before the death. Looks like a fairly good PRV for Czikubi. That's going pretty well so far. Oof. Just barely dodging that UFO. hiding behind a rock. Looks like he's going to end up being just over 2 minutes behind Flint. So it's definitely still possible to win from here. Lots can happen from now. High five right here, just in the cave.
High fives in chat.
See how Cultist House goes for Flint. If he dies here, then Czikubi is suddenly well in the lead. This is probably the most time-consuming place to die in the run.
Really? You think so?
Well, yeah, our saves point is all the way back in Tucson, so you have to go through all of PRV again.
That's true. I didn't.
Yeah. It's really this and Captain Strong are the worst places to die, I think. And yeah, the cultists calling for help already. Really don't want to see too many of those.
Czikubi not having a good time on his cultist fight over there, though.
Hopefully this hits both of them. Yeah, he got through it though.
Okay, that's good.
Probably gonna steal an egg or two. Fresh eggs heal for a lot, so that will get him nice and healthy for the cultist house.
That was a rough fight for.
Yeah, that last cultist only had 1 HP left at the end.
Oh.
He had to go an extra turn because of that. Yeah, Czikubi stealing a few eggs and a few bananas. He should be fairly safe going into this. Those eggs heal for a lot.
Speaking of bananas, what's your favorite fruit?
I like cherries, but only when they're like ripe, because bad cherries are really not great.
It's a good
If
choice.
they're out of season.
Crooked Penny in chat says olive, not a fruit.
No.
I don't care what botanical reason you come up with to explain that. And I did say fruit and not droop.
Not having the best carpenter here. Not cooperating with the thunder attacks. It's really how you get most of your damage in this fight, because we don't have any PP or a good weapon. It's very low level for this point.
It's over.
See how it goes for Czikubi.
I think my favorite's a peach. I like a good peach. Or plum. I like a stone fruit.
Yeah.
I'm from the flower of an olive tree, you teach blasphemy. No, I don't. You wouldn't put an olive in fruit salad.
It's not going too great for Czikubi either. He's not getting the rolls that he needs from these thunders.
Actually getting pretty low on HP, actually.
I don't think he's got much healing left either. Yeah, he's just going for it at this point.
He got saves, which is good. The lightning may save him.
Oh no, it looks like it's not going to be enough.
That's it. Czikubi's dead again.
Yeah, I think he ended up stealing lots of bananas instead of eggs. The eggs heal for a lot more, but he wanted lower HP to go for the death warp.
Yeah, you absolutely hate to see it from Czikubi here. This is a huge setback.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 minutes or something.
And again, this is...
Flint's pretty well set up for his death warp here. 38 HP, that's nice.
And this is another thing we were talking about earlier. Czikubi is taking risks. And it is calculated risks. But they're still risks. Because he knows he's behind the 8-ball at this point. But he's not catching up. He's literally scratching every time.
Well, he was catching up for a bit because he skipped the shop in Happy Happy as well. That's why he was doing so little damage against Carpenter. It's because he's still got the T-ball bat. So yeah, he was catching up for a while, and with a bit better luck, he would have gotten through that fight. Yeah, just unfortunate didn't get the luck he needed. I don't think an egg's a fruit either. But I mean, I'm not a biologist. It could be.
Please don't humor Lord Taco. An egg is not a fruit. Let me ask you a question, Sarah. Do you think FlyntStoned knows he's as ahead as he is?
I don't know. He's not been saying hello in chat or anything. But you don't really get that much of an opportunity until the showtime. He might check in then. But yeah, I mean, with the way he's playing it very safe, so he might know.
Well, at the same time, you know, like I've said several times before, if I was up against Czikubi, I'd be playing as safe as freaking possible. Because I would just be hoping that such an experienced and world record holding Boogey % player just had bad RNG or messed up somewhere or anything. I would just be playing the best game I could as safely as possible. And I think that's what we're seeing from FlyntStoned.
Yeah, that's what happened with Czikubi. He's not getting the RNG he needs for the risky strats that he's taking to catch up.
It is really sad, honestly, because he's not getting the RNG he needs over and over and over and over again. Like,
yeah, some days Earthman's just like that.
That's true. And, you know, it'd be different if it was like, yeah, I did a risky strat, it didn't pay off, but the rest of the game went okay. This is like at every turn, everything he has attempted to do has backfired. And it's just sad to see, especially from someone as prestigious as Czikubi.
Yeah, and because he's not getting the risky strats, he's having to take even more to try and catch up a bit.
Yeah, and he may not be watching. He may be watching, but I think he knows. I mean, he has to know at this point that he is behind.
Yeah. Oh, that's a much better Carpenter fight that time, though. 20 HP is nice. Oh, he's gonna get a lot from the level up.
And it is really interesting to see, like, the huge swings seeing on your side. Captain Strong, annihilated. First go round. Second go round, he was a pussycat. Same thing with Mr. Carpenter.
Yeah, I mean, the game knows when you're behind. It goes easy on you.
I think it's sentient. And we're enjoying some good tunes from the Runaway 5 right now.
Yeah. I can't hear the stream, but I'm actually listening to the OST, and it just came up at the right time.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So I'm even getting to listen to the showtime.
Also,
At this point, I think it's maybe a 3 or 4 minute difference between the two, roughly.
even more. I mean, Scooby's just picking up.
Depends how good of a death warp he gets.
True. Also, a testament to how good the Runaway 5 is. Minute and like 13-second performance. All you need.
Yeah, I mean, why'd you need more than that?
I mean, I don't need more than
Left bus from FlyntStoned.
Let's get some buses in chat, if we could. I don't know, you may have missed the last race. There was a no bus.
No bus? What?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that one.
we triggered the photo before even going into the Runaway 5.
Down bus.
No, there was no bus there.
Oh.
Negative bus. Exactly.
Yeah, so Czikubi's like a minute behind from the Runaway 5, and then two or 3 minutes walking around Tucson, talking to different people.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it at 5 minutes behind, right?
Yeah, maybe a little under, but about 5, maybe.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to have FlyntStoned die in Pond Cave, or against Boogey Tent, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
I wonder if FlyntStone's gonna save before Boogie Tent, if he's still still ahead at that point. That's a good safety strat.
Well, where do you respawn if you die? In the graveyard?
Yeah, I think so. But the thing is, if you save, then you can choose to not continue, and then you get your bottle rocket back. And that's gonna make the fight a lot faster and safer. Because, yeah, what happens last race happens when you don't have the BBR to just roll 500 or so damage against him.
Lord Taco official says 5. Is that Lord Taco official? Or is that just mimicking what I get?
Maybe there was another high five.
Is there another high five in chat? High five?
I don't know.
High five. Is that a crime?
Probably not.
You know, I'm thinking about something here, and I'm not sure what FlyntStone's Boogey percent PB is. This might be PB pace for him.
Yeah. It could be. I think it's about a 110 pace at the moment.
That sounds about right to me, assuming RNG.
Yeah. I think he did PB recently in this tournament as well, though.
I can't be bothered to look that up.
His PB's a 111.34, so this is definitely PB pace, I think.
That's a pretty good one for Boogey.
Yeah.
What's your PB?
109.01.
Well, it's not a contest.
Oh, it kind of is.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Anything could be a contest if you want it to be, if you're competitive enough.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
How come you didn't enter in the Boogey?
I did. I
Oh,
just didn't make it this far.
never mind. I'm sorry. I am extremely up to date. Things are happening. Wow, that's what a foot tastes like.
Oh, Flint. Forgetting how to
Reading
do the snow wood part.
Thing he wrote in the thing. Holy crap.
Trying to do everything in the wrong order here. Oh, oops. The broken spray can, so that's a bit of insurance against Boogey that he's losing there.
You keep the broken spray can?
If you want to be safe, you do, because it's the defense spray. Once you fix it, is worth 250, so that can help you stock up on bottle rockets and bombs for your second try at Boogie Tent.
Oh, see, like I commentated with Daniel, and he says always throw it away so you don't lose time resting. Get down to the Tessier.
It skips a couple text boxes, but it is safer to keep it, technically, and you're only losing a few seconds. But if he decides to save before Boogie Tent instead, then he could just be going for that instead. Doesn't actually need the money. Amazing that this is as close as it is with Czikubi's luck so far. He's really been managing to catch up with all of the risky strats they've been taking, even when they don't pay off. He's still at least dying faster.
Yeah, honestly,
that's something that you want.
Honestly, the RNG could make the biggest difference here, and you're seeing it right here with that spawn.
The spawn and Bubble Monkey deciding not to run away. It's worth a lot of experience, the Gruff Goats.
Yeah, but do you auto fight here? I think I run.
I don't remember how much health they have or anything.
Well,
I think he's going to take a death to it. Just barely gets through, 2 HP. And yeah, 20 experience is a lot, so he's going to be really safe going into the worthless proto-present at least.
No! But
Monkey,
at least it's just a dog. At least it's just a...
Yeah, it's only hitting for 1. He's okay. Probably.
Probably 3 HP. Don't scare me, Flint.
We at least get a heal coming up. Just doing a bit of a wiggle there.
I often like to do a bit of a wiggle sometimes.
Yeah.
Gruff Goat apparently has 45 HP.
Yeah, there's a lot more than the other enemies. I think the dogs and the crows only have around 30-ish.
Yeah, Flint's safe for now, getting a full heal.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going to be really safe going into the protoplasm as well, which is nice. The extra couple of levels really make a difference there.
Sarah, you want to put money on how many enemies the protoplasm calls?
I'm going to go with none.
The photo!
Oh no, just barely went too low for that.
Flint really trying to throw this. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. Because he honestly has been playing his heart out. I'm gonna guess 2.
Yeah, I think he's going to get through it in 1.
You think no calls for help?
Yeah. I mean, the protoplasm's going to die a bit faster than it normally would because of the extra offense that he's got. So he might be able to get through in 2 hits instead of 3. But still, you never really know with protoplasms.
Oh yeah, let's get some
They
Tessie.
decide what they want to do.
And we got through 1 Earthbound race in Boogey % without ever seeing the cursed Tessie.
Which one's that?
Thank God Aerofrim is this. It's the flipped Tessie, where she looks alright.
I like that one. It is pretty cursed though, yeah.
You would. Squish Tessie.
I like that one too.
Is Flint going for first proto-skip?
Yeah, didn't quite get it though. Protoplasm's being nice though.
Yeah, pretty good.
Only 8 damage.
And you win this bet.
Well, there's still the second one to go. If he doesn't manage to skip that either.
Not to Flint. He's even
Well,
going for
sometimes
duck
it's not up to you.
Ooh, this is a good precursor for duck skip.
Yeah, that's a skipped duck right there. See how this goes.
Nice.
Yeah, see?
What?
See, it's not up to you. Bubble Monkey decides whether you skip the proto. Nice quick fight though.
That was clean. That was probably the cleanest second proto you.
Yeah.
And Flint so shook he's no probleming here.
Yeah. Looks like Pond Cave's being Pond Cave for Flint. Just despawning the same spawn plate over and over. Deciding to go for a starter. It's a long way to go though.
Ooh, that is a wicked stutter.
Yeah, it's.
But
it's
Flint's
really well
got it.
done. Yeah. It's such a long way that too though, like my hand always gets tired if I try to go that far.
So my secret strategy when I have to stutter is I close the game and quit playing.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely won't take any fights that way. It's a good strat. I like it.
It is a good strat. All right, let's see how Czikubi does Proto 1.
That is not even going for the skip.
Not even going for the skip. It is
That's
such
fair.
a hard skip to...
Yeah, it's difficult to even get Jeff past, and then Bubble Monkey has to cooperate as well.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. But I know it's possible.
I've only done it once.
On account. Running away. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd been in the fight for long enough that he was pretty likely to get away at that point.
And
That's
that's
a really fast duck skip. Yeah.
super. Yeah, that's a definite. Going for the present?
Yeah, safety croissant. Because he's still at level 1 and not at full HP, and if he gets caught by the second proto, he might well be dead. Oh,
He
yeah,
gets
he does.
caught too! What?
Oh, and the protoplasm dodging and calling for help, and it's not what you want to see.
And this is most assuredly a runaway.
Yeah, just defending to up the turn count a bit. I think it has to be turn 7 before you start trying. Oh, nice, he got out. Still at level 1, which is interesting. Normally you've fought at least one enemy by this point.
Tax in chat says, I cannot. And Lord Taco official says, I croissant.
I didn't know that was a verb, but it should be.
I can't imagine to be having too much trouble in this concave, especially with his excellent being demonstrated.
Yeah. It's a really, really cool strat there, luring the enemies forwards a little bit so he can get around them. Yeah, he's having a really clean concave.
And it's so sad. We are seeing some mechanics. It's so sad that Czikubi is having so much trouble in this run, because honestly, this is an incredibly good pace for any Boogey that Czikubi.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Can you imagine...
Flint's still on PB pace, and he's only a little bit ahead.
Yeah, can you imagine having this pace and no problems? Wait, what happened?
No. Oh, he was too far away from the trigger, so Bubble Monkey didn't actually get up on the platform. Jeff has to be standing in front of it a little bit.
Is he doing that on purpose?
Well, he's trying to get Bubble Monkey as close as he can to the rope because he moves really slowly. But in doing that, he's got Jeff a little bit too far away.
Yeah, Sanic.
Good luck to Boogey Tent at this point. It can still go badly for Flint, especially if he doesn't take a safety save.
It can, and like you said, Czikubi's not that far behind.
The Skyrunner cutscene is, I think, about 3 minutes or so. 3 or 4 minutes behind at this point. So a Boogey Tent death or two can definitely make that up. But yeah, he needs this to go badly for Flint and well for him.
Well, we don't have too much time to wonder about how it's going to go. It's about to happen.
Yeah, just wait and see. Freed spawn's not being very nice to Flint here. Doing their best to slow him down.
We actually saw an interesting strat from Taxlug earlier where she saved that skip sandwich and, like, moseyed on down to the Boogey Town.
Yeah, I like doing that because there's a spawn plate down there and you can get caught by a dog just, you know, pixels away from the Boogey tent trigger. Like Flint's scene right here. Yeah, it's not a PB for Flint, it looks like. Just gonna be a minute or so behind.
Very
Still
close though, and having some good
112,
luck.
113 pace.
I'm feeling 113.45.
Oh, it depends if you can actually get into the Boogey tent fight.
Here
Lots
we go.
of spawns down there. So we need to see, is it 570 something? Pale green light, that's a good start.
Ooh,
That's a low roll.
334 is low.
Oh, he brought some extra bottle rockets to make sure he got through. Yeah, he should be fairly safe. Oh, a miss.
Miss.
Got 2 more left. And 3 more rockets. He should be fine, right?
That's it.
Yeah, there we go.
GG to FlyntStoned. Beating Czikubi. What an
Wow,
upset.
yeah. That's a big upset, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a 113, low 113-ish for Flint.
What does that say? 113.45?
I think so.
I think I'm about 30 seconds off. 113.15 probably.
Yeah, I don't really know at this point. Yeah, it's just going to be just barely over 113, I think.
Yeah. Red swirl for Czikubi.
Oh no. Really rubbing salt in the wind at this point. Pull that in,
Man.
Jeff dead.
But honestly, true to form, like this run has been unkind to him.
Yeah, this is just how this run has been.
And
Sometimes Earthbound doesn't want to be speedrun.
with that finish, I think
Is he gonna play it out? Yeah, he's still going.
I'm not sure.
GG FlyntStoned?
GG indeed. Dang, you played your heart out, man.
Yeah.
You want like a post game? Duck mute.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, GG.
Oh, that was pretty good. What did he die like 4 times? So he said.
Oh, so much, yeah. Really bad RNG.
Well, how was Czikubi's slug grind? Because man, I lost like 2 minutes on my slug grind. It was so bad. I couldn't get it going.
Yeah, you had lots of mice spawn, I saw.
Yeah, and then none of them in where I could use them. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Once
Gee,
on Frank and once on the Yes Man Jr.
How is he still so close behind me? Jesus, he must have been tearing everything else up.
Yeah, he was taking all the risky strats to try and catch up. But yeah,
Did
it's
he
been a
die on
bad run
Carpenter
for him.
too?
He
Okay,
did,
yeah, that's what I thought. Because I said in the race time lobby, I'd be like, "Oh, don't worry." He's like, "Is anybody else think they're being punished for their sins in their previous life?" I'm like, "Give me a second. Carpenter's gonna see about that." He's like, "No, I already beat you to it." Yeah. Yeah, my slug grind was really bad. What else went poor? I'm trying to think the worst parts. Like, Pond Cave went pretty well. Death Warp was like instant. Carpainter, I was scared going into it with no rockin', but it ended up working out. What's your dog doing? Yeah, who do I have to... Who is going to be next to fall
Yeah.
before me? No, oh my god, I can't believe it. I came into this thinking I was the meat for the sacrifice.
Yeah. You're up against either Peen Train or Static Pulse, depending on who wins.
Well,
that
there's no way
race.
I'll beat Peen. I'm already, like, it can't, like, miracles don't happen twice. Yeah, no, literally. Oh my god. No,
You
Peen Train is so
never know.
much better than me at every aspect of Earthbound.
Yeah, let's get
Consistently dropping sub 410s.
some GGs in the chat for sure.
Good.
Played an amazing game despite
Yeah,
all
wow.
the everything stacked against him. Yeah.
Oh my, and still only like 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind me. Jesus.
About
I'm
exactly
gonna have
3
to watch.
minutes.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
definitely be watching back through this VOD as soon as we're done, because I'm curious about how exactly it went. Because I don't keep the race or anything open. I don't even look at my chat. I just wanna feel pressure the whole time, you know.
Yeah. Let me look. It's pretty early for a raid, but let me see who's...
Yeah, GG Czikubi. I literally thought I was done coming into this. My last 4 hours trying to play Boogey, couldn't get out of Onat before this.
Not any really great raid targets. GG to FlyntStoned for winning. GG to Czikubi for playing amazing despite all this. Thank you so much to Sarah for commentating with me. Couldn't have done it alone.
Welcome.
Thank you everyone in chat for being here, because
Thanks for the comms.
we
Thanks
love
for watching.
we love your support and we appreciate it. Have a
all
good
great.
night, and we'll see you next time.